Welcome to this week's episode of 427 Motorsports, where I'm going to have a look at Connor's 115's ignition system while he's away in America because he still hasn't bloody got back yet.
How you getting on?
Look, it's himself. When did you get back?
Just now.
Just now?
Yeah.
Ah, good stuff. From the mainland?
Just flew in 5 minutes ago.
Right, okay. Is that what at Blackwatertown Airport, was it?
Yeah.
Right. That's what the noise was, right?
International airport.
Right, okay. Fair enough. This week on 47 Motorsports, we are going to have a look at your W115. So surprisingly, one of our most popular videos on the channel is a quick 10-minute video that we did at my house whenever this arrived and wouldn't start again to leave.
That was a total throwaway video.
There was, and it's completely blown up, unlike this, which hasn't been combusting anything.
Good. I'm glad this hasn't blown up.
But yeah, people have really got attached to that video for some strange reason, so...
I think people just like these, don't they?
Somebody has to. Yeah, I think they like diesel in one of these, so they all watch this so they could laugh, thinking, you should have put the diesel in it would have been fine. Yeah, oh, the 240D. Anyway, that bit of racism over. Is that racism? No. What is that?
It's not racism unless somebody says it is, so if I say it's not, it's grand.
There we go, we're sorted.
That's how it works.
Does that mean I can say whatever? No.
No, we're getting cancelled.
So when you last seen this W115, we had towed it to here.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, that's what we did because we couldn't get it running.
Yeah, towed it to here with the yellow Subaru. And that is it. We haven't really touched it. We've had people look at it. Things haven't worked out.
So all I've done in the last 2 years to this that's made any difference really is when I bought this the other day, which is electronic ignition, which we'll get to in a minute. I also bought a high energy, high output coil, a Bosch blue one.
Yep.
So that seems to be giving it a bit better spark, because I think that was probably the issue. See, if you watched that original video, the big revelation in that was that the points were loose. And then we tightened them up and it got a misfire, remember?
Yes.
You can cut back to that if you want.
I'll think about it. Depends how much effort I want to put into editing this.
So I figured, why don't we just change the whole setup to electronic?
And do away with points, just
get rid of points and condenser completely and just see how we get on.
Now you see, my only experience with having a distributor and stuff like that, because I'm mostly a diesel man, is in the GTI.
Which would have been electronic.
Which is electronic ignition, and I never once had an issue with it.
No.
Regarding that. So, well, I had lots of issues with that car, let's be real.
But not with the ignition.
Yeah.
So I've heard nothing but good news about 123 ignition, which
good
is
news.
Good news, everyone.
Ignition.
Everyone thinks this is a good thing. So I missed a plane, or I didn't miss a plane. The plane missed me.
Cute.
In December, and Delta Airlines paid me like $2,000 to get the next plane. And with that money, I bought 123 ignition.
Can we clarify? That doesn't cost $2,000.
No, it doesn't. It costs this is about £250, I think, at the minute. So what we're going to do today is fit this, see if it makes any difference, and we can recommend to you whether to buy this or not.
Yep. This is a honest review. We paid for it ourselves.
Yeah, we did. They haven't sponsored us or anything like that.
Not that we're against it if they want to.
123, if you're watching, feel free.
I mean, we have a W123.
We've got lots of other Mercs that might need electronic ignition.
Do we?
Well, the Fintail.
That's one.
One is lots.
One is
lots when you're dealing with expensive stuff.
Two is more than most people have, so I guess that is lots.
Good customers we are.
Do they do anything for diesels, by any chance? No?
I convert your diesel to electronic.
That's not what I meant.
No, it's literally just electric ignition, I think. But I could be proved wrong on that.
Proven.
Proved.
You didn't read your script for this, did you?
There wasn't a script.
We don't do scripts.
We are so unscripted.
Anyway, let's get started.
So what we're going to do is change this for this. Follow us along on our journey as we achieve good spark, hopefully. So actually, we've looked at the instructions real quick and it seems to be fairly simple. All you need to install this really is...
Oh, I'm going to fall.
All right, good luck.
Fell over. That's going to have to stay in.
That's fair enough. We'll just keep that. You just need some electrically stuff, which Tomo thankfully has. So we can attach these 2 wires here to our ignition coil.
So what we're looking at here is, for the audience, we're looking at Lidl's finest Parkside crimping plier set.
Excellent.
Funny thing is, I give some girl on TikTok abuse because she was going on about this fancy job she was doing, and it was a pair of Lidl fucking crimps, and I was like, ah, yeah, real top notch. And then here's us using them. The proper way to do this, I suppose, now there is controversial talk about this. Soldering iron would be a good way to do it. Soldering iron, heat shrink, and so on. However, if you think that your engine bay is likely to get very hot, believe it or not, soldered joints can actually give some issues. So sometimes it's handy just to do a crimp. It's up to yourself, really. We'll probably get flack. People say, no, you have to solder it. But I'm pretty sure Mighty Car Mods actually said that sometimes it's not always best. And if you want to take it up with them, work away.
Yeah.
Anyway, that supposedly really is about all we need. Then an Allen key for removing the old distributor, I think.
That's all it is, yeah. It's an Allen key, I think.
And then
We'll find out in a second, but I think that's all it is.
and that's it.
That's what you need to do this job. Grant. So I think the first thing we want to do with this is find top dead center. So
How do we do that? In fact, what is that?
TDC.
Yeah, what is TDC? Top
So
dead
essentially, top dead center, if you come in here with me, is when you pop this old distributor cap off here. Maybe.
Yep.
Perhaps.
center. Try and get an angle where I can see that.
So there's the old distributor cap. Top dead center is when you point. See this? So this is what delivers. Let's do a basic rundown of what a distributor is.
Yeah.
Basically, this boy here delivers spark to each of these, which delivers the spark to each cylinder, and it does it in the right order. Hopefully, if you're really, really lucky, it'll do it in the right order. Top dead center is when the engine is at top dead center, where number one cylinder, where it needs its spark, is where this is pointing to, which is not at the minute. That's basic. That's not a great description of top dead center, but that's basically what it is. Like
We'll put a description on the screen of what top dead center actually is.
it is basically the rotor arm pointing at cylinder, whatever the first cylinder needs spark is, at the right time. That's TDC.
Top dead center, is that not when the first piston is at the very, very peak of its stroke?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
We
We're a
know what
car
we're
channel.
talking about. I do diesel. Actually, top dead center is relevant in diesel as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That is basically what you're looking at, really. So there's your rotor arm, there's the cap, there's the troublesome points in there that we tried to make work and we're just giving up on there.
yeah, so this will cancel those out.
Now, I know from experience on this car that top dead center is actually over here. There's a mark on your distributor for it. There it is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is number one, top dead center. We know it needs to be one because it says on the crankcase here, 1342.
Mm-hmm.
Zündfolge is firing order in German. So basically, I'm going to get in now and I'm going to turn the car over as gently as I can, and that will rotate the crankshaft, which will rotate this.
And in fact, the instructions actually say, get somebody to watch.
They actually say get someone who knows what they're doing, which is not us.
No.
So
Ballsy of them to put that in the instructions.
Yeah.
Get somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, so you
okay.
want me to keep an eye on what way that's turning?
Keep
while
an eye
you
on
turn the
that.
engine?
It needs to come to this point here, and it needs to also be at top dead center. I think it'll be at that point at bottom dead center as well.
Right, okay.
So we can do it by hand as well.
Yeah, doing it by hand's probably the best bet.
So it turns clockwise, right?
Yeah,
so
turns clockwise.
I'm turning it anti-clockwise here because
Why are you doing that?
That's easy.
And you're turning it on the fan.
Yeah.
That's professional.
Yeah. So there's
But there we are.
there's our mark, and there's top dead center right there. Okay. See down in there.
No, 2 dots. Oh, I can see a white.
You see the white mark there, lined up with this other white mark.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've rubbed it off.
You dick.
But that's
That's top dead center.
That's your timing mark for top dead center. Yeah.
Right, so we are top dead center. Now what are we doing?
Now I'm gonna grab my Allen key.
Everything takes longer when you record and accept it.
First things first, I'm going to disconnect the vacuum advance from this because the whole thing's coming out. I've never had this out before, so I don't really know what it. Right. Are you sure it's an Allen key and not just this bolt down here?
I think it's an Allen key bolt.
I know this. You
Is
loosen
the head
it.
round?
You loosen it to
Is
adjust
the
it.
head round
No.
on the bolt?
No.
Wait, what bolt are you looking at?
This one down here.
Oh.
See this, you can loosen
They
this.
mentioned that one in the instructions.
Do they?
Yeah.
Does it actually say this one?
They mentioned an Allen key specifically, that's why I figured it was that.
It probably is. It is on the fin tail.
Why have you got wood?
I don't. What are you talking about?
Someone's got wood. Well, I have Allen keys in the car, that's why I was saying that. Do you want me to grab it?
Oh, we'll go and get them then. Why didn't you say that?
I literally, oh my God, right, let's go to the Mark II van. It's a nice day for a walk all the same. This is where we keep our tools.
How are you getting on with yours?
Christ, I don't know what size it is. Right, let's just close all up and take it all. That's probably the best way to do it.
I'm still recording.
Lock. Lock. Close, you slut. Oh, there's... Yeah, fair enough. That was easy. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Thanks. What are you doing now?
Robin.
What are you robbing?
Robbing my nice yellow lead back out of the fin tail.
Robin Masters from Magnum PA?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Thanks to everyone who came to see us at Dubshed, by the way. Meant a lot.
Yeah, Dubshed was really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
You enjoyed it, did you? Mr. Oh, I can't come home because I have to stay in America to be around fat people. Fat, retired people.
Florida.
Who are actually polite with really clean toilets, but still.
You're so big into American toilets.
Yeah, I like American things now. So you're just swapping that over so it looks pretty.
Basically, well, see, this has the old line in it to the thingy.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know the
You know
thingy.
what I mean?
You know the thingy.
Park life.
The condenser goes back to the coil, doesn't it?
But we're doing away with that then, are
We're
we?
getting rid of that. Well, this also has a line to the. But you'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
It's important to have a good clean garage so you don't trip over everything.
And how's that going?
Not good.
To be fair, everybody has commented on the fact that all of the garages we've worked in have been absolutely packed with shite.
Have they said that?
Yep.
That's really mean.
It is mean,
Most of this stuff's not even mine.
but it's not ours, so it's not our shite, so I don't care. So you're undoing another... Did you disconnect the battery?
No.
I was gonna say, Jesus Christ.
Safety is my middle name.
Working on cars 101, if doing electrics, disconnect battery.
I like to lick both terminals at once.
So, talk to me.
Right. So I'm just disconnecting the old condenser, which is the condenser absorbs the spark that the car doesn't need.
Right now we
So-
need all of the spark.
Yeah, but when this is rotating, when the distributor is sending spark out, it doesn't need spark all the time. That's the idea behind the points. The points open and close. When they're closed, it takes the spark up and throws it in here.
It's like a circuit breaker.
Throws it in there, and then when it's open, that spark has to go somewhere. So that's what your condenser does. It like absorbs it and sends it back here, I guess.
Ah.
That's my understanding of it anyway. I don't really know.
See, that's the thing. We have a rough idea, but we don't really know.
I don't think anybody really knows, do they?
No, it's all black magic.
Like
Like Santana.
this sort of stuff, like, you know, you just work backwards. You just think, right,
Oh,
that,
it's backwards, all right.
that worked when it was connected like this, so it might work again if I do something similar. So I'm taking off the positive wire now, which will have to go onto the new. Actually, no, that could have stayed on there.
Wah, wah.
But actually, we've got to put another one on there, so I can leave that. Okay.
Anyway,
Anywho, did you bring those Allen keys?
I think I did. Where to put them? Well, there they are.
Nice, thank you. I reckon it's probably this one, or maybe a smaller one.
It says 8mm
Does it?
on the instruction manual.
Oh, it does it?
If it's an 8mm and it says it in the instruction manual, shout out to 123 Ignition for knowing what we're putting it onto.
No.
No?
Best
It's okay. You can still sponsor us anyway if you
Best,
feel like it.
best I can do is no. It's not a 6 either. Perhaps it's a 5.5.
What an obscure size for it to be.
No.
You sure the problem's not you?
Perhaps it's a 5.
After 3 goes,
Well, I can't even see it. I just have to push it in there and hope for the best. It's a 5.
we've all been there. Sometimes it's dark. You just have to
You just
stick it
gotta
in, see what
do
happens.
it. No, when I loosen this Allen key, it means I can rotate the distributor, which is how you tune distributors generally.
Yep.
And what I can also do then.
What are you doing?
This is where not knowing what you're doing really comes into it, because
It really comes into its own.
See, that's quite tight, and I know there's a little bolt down there that I could undo.
No, but it's probably meant to be tight.
Yeah, it's tight when it's in, but like for taking it in and out, surely you just need to undo that.
Let's try spitting on it.
Yeah. Is that a 10?
Right down there.
Oh my god. There's no way in hell I'm undoing that.
Why?
It's a spanner job.
Why says who?
Huh?
Says who?
Dipsticks in the way.
That's
And not just these two dipsticks.
Ratchet spanner will be the job there.
Well, funny you should say that.
Wasn't that funny?
Haha.
Look at this, but still in the packet, never used. Like a true internet mechanic, like a true keyboard mechanic. Tool sitting there, never used.
I don't work on anything.
No, usually you don't. Usually it's the other way around, and I'm the one holding the camera. No, usually you're the one holding the camera.
Hi.
But I refuse to get involved with this old Mercedes because it costs more than I make in a year. Actually, people on the dole make enough to pay for this car. So
Correct. So if you're out there and you're on the dole, just
think of what you could be doing.
you could be having all this fun. Oh fuck, that actually does just.
Just pops out.
Right. So
Have we done this all correctly?
I hope so. It's gonna be funny if not, isn't it?
That's kind of worried me a wee bit. We didn't take a lot of notes or references or anything. Just kind of went balls deep straight away.
Shit. Okay. So Peter Gabriel. Let me just set that in there for a second.
Put that back.
Let me just set that in there so that we take this out. This King Lead, I don't think has ever been off of this. Right. So that's the distributor cap. That's actually got to go as well, but we can worry about that afterwards. So there's the old setup. Can we get the new one? Okay. Nice shiny new distributor cap. Nice electric setup.
So what are we looking at here? Show us a comparison.
Basically the same size. Same little cam lobe thingy at the bottom.
Direct replacement.
Direct replacement. That's the new vacuum tube.
There's only one tube here.
Me. Man who bought Mercedes with the petrol engine.
Yes, that is the stupidest thing you possibly could have done.
Now these, you'll see it when we start connecting this up. There's a little green light in here that gives you the rough right time. Like
10 past 5?
Timing. It'll shout to you like, here it's 3:15 now.
It's 8:15. What are you doing still working on this?
You
We
see
started
there,
this at 8 o'clock this morning.
You can see this is specifically for a 4-cylinder Mercedes.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool.
When was it? Oh, it's got the production day as well. 31st of January 22.
So actually, they probably made this like when I ordered it because that's sort of when it was.
Really?
That's cool. Fair play to us.
Fair play to you. Shout out to 123 Ignition for a 115.
Right. So then we're going to take this.
Hang on now, I'm sitting on the ground. Give me a second. I'm getting that bit older, Connor. I can't quite get up as quick
hurry up.
as I can't get up as quick as I used to. We've all been there.
Okay. So
So now
I think you have to roughly line this up with where it was, don't you?
Oh, that is why I thought we should have took some more references and notes and things.
Well, all right. So if I drop this down in here. Actually, that did not have to undo that at all, so I'll just do that back.
I told you, but did you listen to me? You never listened to me.
Here's me spanner.
We're gonna wind up divorced. It'll just be for motorsport.
See, it's hard. This ratchet spanner doesn't have a click, so we knew we needed a click, so we put a click on the 12-inch ratchet spanner. So you don't know whether it's. There we go.
But I knew this is the tool.
This could
of
be
the
the tool of the future.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Mercedes.
Giorgio.
Little Daft Punk there. Since we last worked on this car, Daft Punk have broke up.
Or no more.
This car has lasted longer than Daft Punk at least.
There we go.
That was
That's,
good.
oh,
That was a nice action.
look at that. Now
Then.
we
Don't
need
do that.
you. That's your man from the telly.
The man what did the things. Childer.
Now then,
Now you need me to what?
I need you
you want me to do the wiring aspect of this?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right, so the camera has changed to me now because it involves wires, and it seems to be everybody I know is afraid of wires. Right, what do we got here? We've got a positive and a negative, and we've got a cable tie. Have we got any kind of pliers for the cable tie? Ooh, no, baby, please don't go. Do you have a knife?
Don't know.
I just want you to stay.
Maybe something over here.
There's a razor blade. That'll do.
That'll do you. And then when it doesn't
Back
work,
when I was a teen... No, I'm not going to...
then when it doesn't work, I can kill myself with it.
That's what I wasn't going to go into, but all right.
I just went there. Family-friendly channel.
Ah, sure, I don't care about families.
Yeah.
Got one of my own. I don't need to care about anybody else's families.
You're just right.
Right, so that's all done.
I think this is as simple as the negative goes to the negative and the positive goes to the positive.
Can't be. You can't have a positive life to it constantly.
Put your powder to your ball.
Circle it.
Where's the instruction manual?
Where's the instructions? Because I need to know where I'm putting it.
Where's the D?
Because once you cut this, there's not really any going back.
Aye.
So negative is simple. It's always going to want a negative. Right, I'll throw the instructions over there. Thanks, 123 Ignition, who aren't sponsoring us. The more times you say they're not sponsoring us, the more it seems like they're sponsoring us.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it is just constant negative and constant
It's
positive.
going to look a bit...
What?
Going to look a bit cheap if I... Watch where the camera's pointing.
Oh, are you sure it has to go to the earth? Maybe it does.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to the earth, like. But
Is there no fucking...
the way to guarantee you to get a really good earth is if we put a ring terminal to the battery thing.
Yeah.
It's only when you start adding, like... Are you looking at where the camera's pointing? This is...
I'm thinking too much about it now.
Yeah, but really,
Right.
like, in general, you always do this. You don't look at where you're actually fucking recording.
Yeah, I know.
You need to look at things through the fucking screen. Don't
Yeah, I
look
know.
and holding the camera over there. It's really annoying when I look back at photos. It's like, he's not even fucking pointing at what he's talking about. Anyway, so, yes, the best way to get a really secure earth, now, it's not the prettiest looking, but it'll definitely work.
Just straight to the battery.
In this instance, we need work, is to just put a ring terminal to the battery.
Can always tidy it up later.
That's it. So what I'll do
Other
is...
lies you tell yourself.
What I'll do is I'll not cut the wire at all, and I'll just run it in behind, and then if we do decide somewhere tidier to put it,
Yeah.
then we'll still have lots of excess wire.
Yeah.
Right, so Lidl's finest crimping tools coming up.
Let's go.
Apologies to the TikTok girl that I give a boost to. Although I got a lot of likes in the comment. If you haven't already, check us out on TikTok, and well, I was going to say on YouTube, but you are. If
You're here already. You're here
Yeah.
already. So
So yeah, check us out in all the usual areas. So these are the best tool ever for wiring. I absolutely adore them. Can't recommend them enough. They are a stripping tool, but they're also a crimping tool and a cutting tool. And they do it all in one nice ratchet action. And the way this works is, if you'd like to come a bit closer,
let's have a look.
it's really simple. So you have your wire, and the copper strands of wire are coated in this plastic stuff to stop it from shorting off of any bits of metal around it. Gives it a bit of protection, basically. But to make a connection, of course, that plastic insulation is no good. You need to be connected to the copper wire. So you place your copper wire into the crimping tool, and then make sure it catches the blades. These ones hold the wire in place.
Clever.
This one actually removes the wire.
Right.
These are a really cheap wee set. Like, I think it was like a tenner for the set, and they came with a load of crimps as well. I cannot recommend these enough. Put it in there, and there you go.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob is your uncle. And he's not the creepy uncle either, he's the good uncle that always gives you stuff on your birthday.
Like a Mercedes that runs.
What? Okay. Right, ring terminal. Now, what we need to do next is, so that is our negative there.
Right.
Where's those spanners? Oh, no, it's okay, I can do it with my hand.
Yeah.
So now we're going to take the nut off the end of this bolt.
Right. Okay.
So now that this is out, what this means is we can choose a ring terminal that's the right size before crimping one on, trying to put it on, realizing, ah, shit, this doesn't fit.
Right.
Now it's ghetto.
Just wrap it around the thing.
Oh, hang on. Oh, they're too small.
They're too small as well. They're for the distributor, or the coil even.
Right, it's ghetto. But we could just wrap it around the bolt to make sure it works.
Yeah, just to test it, and then
Test
we'll go.
it, and then we'll do it properly, we swear.
We'll go and get one.
Yeah, we'll go and
Maybe.
get one. Right, that's what we'll do. So I'll take a bit more wire off it. People are going to say, oh, they did such a bodge job of that. Well, we're mechanics first, YouTube makers second, so we do what works.
Hi.
So I think people like that. I've been told that's why people like our channel, because we're more real.
Keeping it real over here.
We keep it real. And I know for a fact there's lots of fellas who would probably do this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
myself included. Is that battery secured, is it?
No.
No? Alright.
Another good point.
So we'll loop it around here then. Just to get it to run, we will put that around that. Funny thing is, you give it to me thinking that I'm like the wiring guy, and then I do this.
Yeah. It's okay though. Yeah, alright.
Exactly.
Grand.
Alright, so that's going around that.
Yeah, so you can tighten that way back up.
This is good for troubleshooting, which is all we're doing right now. We're troubleshooting.
Aye.
Alright, so that's in and connected. That's not
Right.
going to go anywhere.
Nice, okay.
So that is our negative.
So that's done.
I'm just waiting for the hit. We will fix it. I swear to God.
No.
Right. Follow the appropriate wiring diagram on the last 2 pages of the manual, but leave the black wire unconnected for now.
Ah.
But you see, troubleshooting.
That's why you don't bother reading these things.
The wiring on this is going to the coil.
Oh, what? Like I said 5 minutes ago. And you were like, no.
We'll take the positive from the coil. I prefer the negative.
Oh, you prefer it,
Yes.
even though they don't.
I don't give a fuck what 1, 2, 3 say. If they were so smart, they'd just sell a diesel conversion kit.
240D arrives in the post.
The dream. Right, so this is definitely going to the coil then, so I can cut this
Right.
a wee bit.
Well, I wouldn't. I would just wrap it up for now, just in case.
Ah, okay.
Just in
Okay.
case. Just in case.
Well, then we'll not waste the crimp either. We'll not well, actually, with loads of loads of small ones. That's
Yeah.
alright. Right, same principle. I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna go and grab one of our ring terminals. Anyway,
It
right,
just fell out of the bag anyway, so.
plain and simple. There's our nut.
Nut.
Shut up.
There it is.
There is the nut. Now
Yep.
we're gonna twirl these wires up
Right.
just to make it a bit easier to get them in. Slap them in there. Then we're gonna grab a crimper tool.
Crimpy.
So this strips at the top, but crimps at the bottom, and you have these 3 dots here. I don't understand why they're in all different places, but they are.
But they are,
Because
okay.
it seems to just do it to the one side. And you're gonna put it in, and you're gonna Jesus, they're good quality crimps because they
Nice.
take a lot of work to.
It's a crimp. So it's probably going to stay once it's done.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, glad.
They're likely to not be shit.
Happy with that.
Happy out. But that's definitely not gonna go anywhere. So
Okay.
there's that. Now, the only thing about having the wire so long here is that there's so many things that move for it to catch on.
True, actually. Well, we could
But
wrap it up and maybe tie
We'll-
something around it or something.
That's it. No, don't wrap it up because that can fuck with it. Same as you should always undo an extension lead. Anyway, so I'll put that on. So that's in and secure. Wait, shit, did I put that to the negative? I did.
Oh, nice. Good man.
I'm glad I noticed now though.
If I connect this battery again,
Am I gonna earth this?
that's not connected at the minute, is it? Oh, you can't. Okay. Shut up! Bastard you.
So, what are you doing now?
So there's a wee light in here that gives you rough timing for these, which is a cool wee feature. Just means that you're not like trying to start your car when it's. So see that?
Completely out. Oh yeah.
Comes on, still on, still on. But basically, I think you want it just where it doesn't want to be on, maybe.
There you go. Aye, that would
There
make
you go.
sense.
So you go there and then you tighten that up with your Allen key again, which is what I do with the Allen keys.
Tim Allen. Tim.
Now we've got our old Dizzy cap.
You're not gonna use a new one?
I am.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
But I'm just saying, take your old one, take the new one. Number 1 goes over. It should be pointing to it. It kind of is, so that's good. So what you can then do is you can set your new one on, right,
Yep.
like that. You can take your wires
I'd
out,
swap over. I love that noise.
and you can squeeze that on there. Right, seated right. On. Go on. We'll just give it a whirl at that then.
Right, all being well, we turn the key. Quick. Daddy's coming. Take 2. Interactive. He's also probably forgotten how to drive a manual because it's been so long.
Doesn't want to idle at all.
No,
No.
I don't get it. It's literally no different.
Yeah, I guess.
Have you just had enough of it being in the garage?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nope.
Okay, try it again now.
So, unfortunately, we're not really any further on. I mean, we've got spark now, sorta.
Sort of.
You can talk us through it. I don't want to talk about this thing anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick of looking at this car now. So I think it needs to go to somebody who can properly tune it. So I'm going to look for somebody who wants to take it, and we'll maybe send you another update at that point. But for now, I think we've gone as far as we can with this.
Well, if the 123 wagon is anything to go by, the last time we said we'd update you with it was 6 months ago.
Hasn't been started.
Hasn't even been started. Like, that's out of our hands, to be fair.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
But, like, what is it with you and your Mercs? But just nobody wants to touch them.
Michelin Man got them.
Michelin. We have a curse that every car we have that has a Michelin air freshener in it, they always seem to break. And they're always his.
Yep. Well, one of them was yours. 202. Michelin Man air freshener went in. Rotten sills.
Sills came out.
Sills came out.
Well, I suppose that's all we can do for this time. At least we've got Connor back now to get some videos going properly for you guys instead of me just standing in the garage with a tripod. That's something.
That's something at least, yeah. We need some videos. We'll bring you that at least.
Yeah.
If not a running Mercedes.
Yeah, and if not, then sure, there's not much point in us having the channel anymore, is there?
True. True.
Anyway,
And on that note.
on that note, till next time, hopefully we'll have something a bit more upbeat for you, but at least you're seeing the harsh realities of classic car ownership here that doesn't always end well, but oh well.
Yeah.
As ever, I've been Tomo.Pattison.
I've been Connor Hughes, or Hughes Corporation on
I was
Instagram.
gonna say, like, my name isn't actually, my birth certificate
Does it
doesn't
not say Tomo.Pallison on it?
Tomo.Pallison, like, you
Damn.
dick. Behind the
good.
camera is at Chrissy Ewens. Check us all out on Instagram and be sure to subscribe, tell your friends and all the stuff. We don't even want to talk at the minute, we're just out of the night.
Yeah.
So, see you in the next one.
Good luck.
Good luck.